Oftentimes, you'll find yourself in a situation where you need to animate a group of people. Those people may be walking or just hanging out and watching an event. Or you may be rendering an architectural design and you need to populate the interior of the building. No matter what your needs are, the Populate feature inside of 3ds Max can accomplish that task with relative ease. The scene we have open is a city park with a stage and a band shell at one end of the park. We'll add a flow area so that we have people walking around the park, and an idle area so that we have another group of people watching the show on stage. Let's begin by making sure that the ribbon is open and expanded. If it is not, click Show Full Ribbon to expand it. Select the Populate tab. Let's first create the idle area in front of the stage, and then we can create a flow of people walking around those that are watching the show. Click in the lower left of the orthographic viewport, and then press Alt-W to maximize the orthographic viewport. Zoom in on the front of the band shell, but not so far. We want to leave enough room so we can draw an area of people that will be watching the show on stage. On the ribbon, Populate tab, in the Define Idle Areas panel, select the Define Idle Area command all the way at the left. This will allow you to create a free-form idle area. In the viewport, draw an area that is roughly oval in front of the band shell. It should look something like this. We could add other idle areas using the rectangular or the circular shapes. Maybe we have a small group of people that are not paying attention to the show off to the right side of the main group. Select Circular Idle Area, and then click and drag to create a small circular idle area, placed roughly over here. Where you place these is not critical. So if your areas do not look the same as mine, don't worry about it. Next, let's create a flow of traffic around the people watching the show. In the Define Flows panel, click Create Flow. Set the width to 300, and be sure to press Enter to accept the value. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see more of the park. Begin the flow towards the lower left side of the screen, and work your way around the crowd of people watching the show, then off towards the right side of the screen. As you draw the path, just click to add a new segment. This allows you to create a path that is not perfectly straight. This way, we can create a more realistic path that goes around the people that are watching the show. Right-click to end the path. Now that we have the two areas created for our population, along with a flow, we're ready to make some changes and simulate the population.